Hey guys, so recently I've been getting a lot of requests to do a piano tutorial from the cover that I just recently did. It was Birdy's song from the Fault in Our Stars soundtrack called Not About Angels. I typically don't do piano tutorials. I usually just record things with my phone like I am right now. But I did get a lot of requests for it, so I'll try it out. Because I learned the song by ear, it won't completely match the soundtrack. I just used basic chords, and you can kind of play around with them however you want to suit your own style. But yeah, so let's get started. So we're going to start off with the right hand of the verses first. Basically, for the first 3 lines of the verse, you're going to alternate between 2 intervals. The first is from G to B flat, and the second is from F to B flat. Now you're going to alternate with these intervals for 2 counts of 4 for each of them, and it goes like this. Now when you sing it with the words, it should sound like this. We know full well there's just time. And for the next 2 lines, it's the exact same thing. For the last line where Birdy sings, "Could you give it up?" you're going to play between the G and the B flat, and then the A and the C, and then the F and the B flat. So with the words, could you give it up? For the left hand, you're doing a similar repetitive pattern, just like with the right hand. For the first 3 lines, you're alternating between 3 notes. So you have the G, the E flat, and the B flat. And for each note, you're going to count in beats of 2. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Now when you put it with the words, it'll sound like this. We know full well there's just time. And the same will go for the next 2 lines. For the last line, where she says, "Could you give it up?" It's slightly different, but the count is still the same. You have the E flat, then the F, and then the B flat. So with the words, it sounds like this. Could you give it up? Now when you put the 2 hands together, this is what it will sound like. Now for the first 2 lines of the chorus, we have 3 basic chords that we're going to be playing. The first is F, A, C. The second is G, B flat, D. And the last is an interval from F to B flat. The first 2 will be counts of 2, and the last one will be a count of 4. So with the words, it sounds like this. 'Cause what about angels? Now the left hand is slightly different. We're dealing with 4 chords this time. The first is F, C, F. The second is G, D, G. The third, E, B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat, and B flat, F, B flat. When you're dealing with the 2 lines together, the second one you add an extra chord, so it will sound like this. 'Cause what about angels? and that will be the same the second time the chorus comes around. And when you put both hands together, it'll sound like this. Now for the second half of the chorus, we're only dealing with 2 chords in the right hand. The first is D, G, B flat, and the second is D, F, B flat. Now for these, there's a particular rhythm that you can try. It goes like this. And when you put it with the words, it'll sound like this. Don't give me up. And for the left hand, we're dealing with 3 chords. The first is G, D, G. The second is E flat, B flat, E flat. And the third is B flat, F, B flat. Now when you put it with the words, it'll sound like this. Don't give me up. And you'll hold that last chord. And you'll repeat it. Don't give me up. So you notice the second time around, you'll hold this chord a little longer until you reach the word up. Sorry, that was a terrible explanation. But anyways, when you put the 2 hands together, it'll sound like this. So those were the basic chords, like I said. There are some times, especially near the end of the song, where you can make alterations or changes to the chords I've already given. But I think you are okay with those basic notes. And if you feel like you do want to add more, if you want to make those same changes that I do, then feel free to comment down below. And you can ask your questions there, and I'll try to reply and explain as best as I can. It's just that I can't, within the given time, I can't go through the whole song in detail. And I'll go through the song quickly, so I guess you can see the different, the way I interpret it, I guess. Using the basic chords, you'll still be okay with that. But you can try and mimic the way that I play it if you want. And yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know, I told you guys I wasn't good with piano tutorials, so hopefully it's easy for you to understand. If not, then I guess this will be my last tutorial. I don't know. Okay.